Hey everyone, this is GKE715. Welcome back to my Let's Play on Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. So, at long last, we made it. So, in the last episode, well, we defeated Girahim. And we also defeated his horde of monsters. However, despite all of that, we still have failed, and the Demon King Demise was revived. But, we may still have a chance. So, I'm gonna be saying this before we go and fight Demise. Before we fight Demise, I recommend you guys, if you guys have anything else to do, please do what you gotta do. If you're and if you feel you're not ready yet, here is my like adventure pouch kit. I have like three heart potions that are upgraded, my 2 life medals, my Hylian shield, and at least 2 fairies. This right here is my loadout that I'm gonna be using against the mice. From this point forward, none of these items will not be useful against the final battle against the mice. All you're gonna need is your sword and your wits. And one last thing as well, once we enter that dark portal, there is no going back. I repeat, there is no going back. So do what you gotta do first if you wanna, like, before you're ready to fight the mice. Excuse me. And also this is probably gonna be the last and final episode of my Skyward Sword Let's Play. So, let's go out with a bang and defeat like Demise. Master Link, I have important information for you. Once you enter this portal, my analysis indicates a 0% chance that you will be able to return, unless you are able to vanquish your foe. Are you ready to proceed? And of course, you have a choice. You have to say, I'm ready, or not yet. And if you say, not yet, understood, Master. When you're ready to proceed, please return to this location. Yeah, that's what happens when you say no, but we're about to go in there. So with this, let us go and battle the Demon King. Understood, Master Link. Know that even in the place that lies beyond this portal, I will be with you. And Master, good luck. Ah, so you decided to meet your end in battle after all. It pleases me greatly to see such misplaced valor in a human. Take a moment to appreciate your surroundings, for where we stand shall serve as your tomb for eternity. The hate for the gods that has boiled in my veins. You will taste all of it in the bite of my blade. The only question left is how long you will manage to remain standing before I take your life. Try to keep it instantly for me, will you? And when you do fall, know that your world and everything it is mine to dominate, mine to subjugate, mine to rule. When I finish with you, you can take your solace in knowing your friends and kin will soon follow, as I wipe all who oppose me from the face of this world. It won't be long now. At last, the almighty power I've sought for millennia. I will take the Triforce for my own. And the world shall under my foot for eternity. Demise. So, here he is. Target lock, Demise. This eternal being has conquered time itself. It's a source of all monsters. According to tales passed down through generations, it appears differently in each epoch and to each person who lays eyes on it. So in other words, Demise looks different to most people. This is what he looks like to us. Anyways, yeah, Demise is a pretty powerful like entity. Of course, like, you know, we need to like at least like try to bait him somehow. Yeah, so he will block our attacks. So let's see, you know, how we can try to get an opening away from him. Oh god, yeah, he's powerful enough, you know, to swing us far away. So we gotta be careful. Okay. Okay, I managed to hit. I managed to at least lay one hit. And you guys didn't notice, like, you know, his sword, it actually looks like ours, too. Yeah, and I usually call it the Dark Master Sword, because it looks like the Master Sword. Also, because the sky is dark, we cannot do no Skyward Strikes in here. There we go. Yeah, we have to parry him, like, at least perfectly all those times. There we go. Oh! Alright, there we go. Yeah, we wielded him really good on that attack. That was really good. Okay. Okay, wow. Getting a little bit of arrogant there with me. Okay. Come on. Oh. Okay. There we go. That's phase 1 down. So begins phase 2 now, which in this case, Demise now has an electric sword. Yeah, do not like, look at, yeah, try and see the, you know, you need to try and see, you know, if you can, like, well, this is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, try and, like, you know, get him to waste, like, you know, that attack. There you go. Yeah, you try to see if we can get him to waste the attack. Come on. Yeah, because I know, like, you know, he can fire out, like, a sword beam, like that. Okay. Got it. And look at this. Stun him. Keep hitting him hard. Okay. I need a heal. Okay, cheap shot. Okay, at least I got like one of my hearts back. Okay, come on. Okay, can't hit him like that. Come on. Come on, fire out, you know, your sword beam. All right, we gotta wait for him, you know, to waste that, you know, that electric attack of his. Or, okay, there we go. There we go. Come on. Give him a minute. Yeah, give him a minute, like you know, to do that. There we go. Now let's finish him. But of course, he will dodge, you know, the first attempt. Come on. Come on, Demise. It's over for you this time. He dodged, you know, the second stab, but he will not dodge a third one. Wait for him. Come on. It's over, Demise. Let's end this! Sorry for that Game Boy thing. Spooked you guys. Anyways. Extraordinary. You stand as a paragon of your kind, human. You fight like no man or demon I have ever known, though this is not the end. My hate never perishes. It is born anew in a cycle with no end. I will rise again. Those like you, those who share the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, they are eternally bound to this curse. An incarnation of my hatred shall ever follow your kind, dooming them to a wander in a blood-soaked sea of darkness for all time. I have confirmed the eradication of the Demon King. His residual unconsciousness has been absorbed into the Master Sword, and is now sealed away. You have done well, Link. Link, thank you. I think it's over. Finally, it's over. Nice going, you two. You guys were totally amazing in this little adventure. I like to call The Legend of Groose. That's a little joke. Joke or not, your contributions to our efforts were heroic. You have my thanks. Well, you know, I'm just glad I could make myself useful. I'm happy things turned out okay. Hey, so things look pretty sewn up here. What do you say, guys? Ready to head back to our own time? Granny was really worried about you two, so we don't want to keep the old girl in suspense too long. Hylia, Your Grace. Or perhaps you prefer Zelda. It pleases me to know you are safe. Master, I must speak with you. Master Link, you have successfully protected the goddess, reborn and defeated Demise, fulfilling your role as the hero of legend. My purpose here is complete. Therefore, I ask you to dissolve our arrangement as master and servant. Drive the sword into the pedestal before you, and I will return to the sword to enter a sleep without end. Master, you have achieved the purpose you were chosen to fulfill. Please, set the sword in the pedestal and bring the goddess' mission to an end. Now, Master, it is time to conclude our necessary companionship. Link. Link, hear me. My purpose was to obey the command of the goddess and lead you, the chosen hero of this land, on your quest. When I first awoke and began this task, I perceived it as merely serving my function as a servant to her grace. However, I have come to consider the information corresponding to our time together among the most precious data I have on record. I do not have the capability to fully understand the human spirit, Link. But now, at the end of my journey with you as I prepare to sleep within the meshes of forever, I experience a feeling I am unable to identify. I lack sufficient data to be sure of my conclusion, but I believe this feeling correlates close to what you people call happiness. Our partnership is at an end, and even as we speak, I feel my conscience is fading away. Before I enter the sleep that calls me to the sword, I wish to relay to you words that I recorded many times over the course of our journey. Many have said them to you thus far, but I now wish to say them for myself. Thank you, Master Link. May we meet again in another life. What? Impa? Why? Come with us! Zelda, your grace, you possess the memories of the goddess. You must understand why that is not possible. I am a being of this age. My place is here. I know that, but... You must return to your own time. I will take care of the gate once you have passed through. I can't do that. You and I have been through so much together. I don't want to leave you alone. Please, Impa, come back with us. Zelda, at the command of the goddess, I passed through the gate of time. I did so to protect you and aid the fight to prevent the world's destruction. The last remnants of the mice are decaying slowly within the sword. Someone must stay behind to watch over this blade. His spirit must not reawaken. We must never be allowed to threaten the world again. This is the nature of the task given to my tribe. As a member of the Sheikah, the goddess's chosen guardians, I gladly welcome this duty. Zelda, I shall watch over the Triforce. Its power is too great to leave in the grasp of man. Dependence on it might an invitation to disaster. When it has served its purpose, it must be secreted away to lie dormant once again. The knowledge of its existence hidden from mortal history. These are the words the goddess spoke to me long ago. I remember them well, as do you, I'm sure. Do not despair, Zelda. You and I will surely meet again, someday. See? I told you we meet again. Impa, thank you. Thank you for everything. The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword. Well, with this, guys, we reached the end, or we finally have beaten the game. So with that, well, we pretty much have beaten we have defeated Demise, and of course, well, Fi's purpose and Impa's purpose have finally been completed. So, and I guess now y'all know the reason why I keep saying, you know, hello, old friend, to the Master Sword every time you know when we see it. That's the reason why I've been saying that. Really, after the whole thing with Fi, I just call it an old friend every time, you know, when I see it. It's a habit of mine, you know, that I have developed after beating the game. Anyways, and as you can see here in the credits, that also explains how did Zelda landed on the surface. Yeah, which of course she met up, you know, with the old one, which of course her name, you know, was later revealed to be Impa, of course. Still find a little bit crazy on how like Zelda, like, you know, managed to well, make it, you know, to Skyview Temple. All on her lonesome, thankfully. Yeah, which also resulted in her in being captured by bokoblins. Yeah, she was later kept imprisoned, or at least temporarily, until saved by Impa. Specifically the young one from the past, as we can see in the little cutscene. I'm telling you guys, really, you know, Skyward Sword was a really good like game, really. Yeah, surprised, I'm genuinely, I am very surprised, that I've actually did a Let's Play of this. Because in the past, I said that I will never do a Let's Play of Skyward Sword, but I guess now I'm eating my own hat now, I guess. But really, though, Skyward Sword was a really good game. It was really good, and in my opinion, probably one of the best ones, one of the best Zelda games I've ever really enjoyed that I played, really. But now I'm curious what's the next Zelda game that I should do, because well, I have a lot of Zelda games, that I still want to Let's Play in the future, of course, but I haven't really exactly decided what I want to do. I mean, there is Link's Awakening, which I might be doing that next, but of course, I have not really exactly decided it, what's the next step? What's the next step? The next step in all of this, really. And also, because Skyward Sword takes place in the beginning of the timeline, well, we're pretty much Hyrule. Hyrule's about to become at least a kingdom in the future. And if I recall correctly, at least in the Zelda timeline, the next Zelda game that takes place after Skyward Sword, at least from if I'm aware of in the official timeline. Let me see here in the Zelda timeline, at least in the official one. So according to my records, the next Zelda game that takes place after Skyward Sword is Minish Cap, which is a game which was a game that came out on the Game Boy Advance. Which of course, I believe it explains the whole thing with the Picori and all that stuff, and it even goes in detail about a villain that we have not really seen in quite a while. Then, of course, after Minish Cap is Four Swords, Ocarina of Time, which that's the game that we already did Let's Play already. And then, of course, the timeline split, which is what happens. But really, though, well, I'm debating on what should be the next Let's Play that I should do, really. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you guys did not notice, but the sand ship can also be re-explored, and everybody's friends over there, which is cool. But yeah. This was a really fun really fun Let's Play. I had fun. I had a couple of frustrating moments there and there, but all in all, we pretty much had some fun. I'm gonna miss this doing a Let's Play like this. Yeah. Actually, now that I mentioned, I pretty much have done every single I done pretty much every how to say this? I have done every single I'm trying to remember this. I've done at least 3 major Zelda games: Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. Because there is Hyrule Warriors and all that stuff, but yet again, I'm not touching that until then. And there it is. Our old friend, the Master Sword, is still resting there as well. Well, with that, Skyward Sword has been completed. And we're going to take this little scene as well. Look around us. As a child, I always dreamed of a world below. I wanted to see the surface with my own eyes and feel the land's warm breeze on my skin. I I think I want to live here. I always want to feel solid ground beneath my feet, see the clouds above my head, and watch over the Triforce. What about you, Link? What will you do now? The end. Oh, and with this, guys, this is the end of Skyward Sword. It was a fun ride, really fun. But there should be something really interesting popping up in a minute now. You can play this again in hero mode using the save data. Do you want to continue? Yes. Alright, I'm gonna select this file right here. Alright, your progress up to this point will be deleted. Are you sure you want to play hero mode? Bring it on. And with this, the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD has been beaten. Yep. And also, now before I do leave, I'm gonna talk a little bit about hero mode. Hero mode actually makes the game even more difficult. Yep, you guys heard me right. It makes the game difficult. You'll take double damage. Hearts do not appear. And I must say this is really interesting. If you guys beat the game on hero mode in a lightning thunder, if you beat the entire game again on hero mode, you will actually be able to fight Demise in the lightning thunder in the lightning round, which means that probably I might do a boss rush in hero mode as a bonus episode to see how far can I get before I die. But for that though, I'm gonna need to be like specific, heavily, upgraded and all that stuff to fight them. But until then, I will think about that. But with that, guys, the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been beaten. Until then, see you guys then. Peace out.